week.
Hey everyone, welcome to and From. This is episode 7 of the latest episode from the TV series From.
Yeah. There was only one episode left, is there no?
No, I was like 12.
Oh, was it 12? I thought it was 8.
There's no way they're wrapping it up in the next episode.
I was like, oh.
There's no way they're wrapping it up. So as always, I'm going to just quickly fire in a highlight reel of what happened the episode, so we don't have to actually talk about it that way, and we can just dive into everything happening.
Yeah.
So
straight
go
in.
for it.
Weaknesses.
Yep, we're skipping a bit.
I like the idea that they actually faked it at the start. I knew it was going to be one of those, you get stabbed by the, what would you call it?
It's a
talisman
stick.
pole
It's a stick. It's a big
and
stick.
the thing starts screaming,
Aye.
but not like a real scream, like
I just liked the way it was almost as if it was like I can't remember what comedian it is, but it's like, so he's got stabbed, right? It's like, gotcha bitch, Kevin Hart. that was the immediate gotcha bitch. That was the immediate thing I thought when he was doing that there. And I'm like, that's what he's just done.
Aye.
Aye.
No, I loved that. That was fucking brilliant because one, you could tell it wasn't a real guttural scream. It was more of a, I have to act this up.
I think it still looked sore though. Like I think it's a scenario where it probably still hurts them.
Yeah.
But not to the same kind of actual.
It's not like
way.
damage. It's just like fucking getting a paper cut.
Yeah.
It fucking hurts, but it's like not going to kill you.
Aye. But I think also it shows a lot of things though, because I think that it clearly means that there must be things to counteract the bad stuff. Like for every good, it feels like a yin and yang scenario, right?
Yeah.
The monsters exist, so maybe this could potentially change how I think of the talismans, but the monsters exist, so then the talismans is their weakness in the sense of they can't access the buildings and shit, right?
Yeah.
Maybe if you fucking whap one in the head with it, but generally, right? Maybe that could also be a full extent of it. If you did jab one in the eye, maybe that actually could kill
That's why
it.
they're all rounded.
Potentially, right? So then obviously you have the nightmares that was in the woods, right? Which had the sticks, right? I'm just calling them sticks. It's talisman totem poles, right? And then they got stabbed through it and it kills them, right? So that's like the yin and the yang, right? That's the weakness to the monster, right?
Yeah.
And then we've maybe not seen other things because technically there's still the spiders to get to the lighthouse and shit.
Going to the dolls.
Maybe.
I don't just think it's the actual totem itself. I think it's like the strength and the being able to go I need to, and that's what's actually killing them.
I think the overcoming part of it would be you're actually attacking the monsters. To be fair,
I think that's happened
because
twice
just in
now.
general, what?
Fucking Elgin, he's like, this is all a test. As soon as Thingy came in, he's like, fuck it, let's get this pike. Stabbed, not even a second thought. He went straight to it.
I think though, right? I think that's a kind of 50-50 thing, right? Because I think that's if you have the strength to defend others, like you would just do it, kind of thing. I think putting the position. I think the difference is some are put in the position of doing it as well. Like although it's courage still, right?
Yeah.
Like it's still kind of like a, oh shit, the burnt lady's about to get fucking mauled by the mauled guy. Let me try and do something to stop it, kind of thing.
I mean, it's like
because it's not as if the guy trying to run up the stairs was doing it, and he should have get fucking punted in the head. I
mean, as the saying goes, courage isn't the absence of fear, but seeing the fear and pushing through anyway. There you go.
Fucking loser. Fuck's sake. But
I don't even know who says that, but I remember it stuck with me.
Fucking J.D. Wells or whatever it is. But so I think there is that whole aspect to it. I think something is created to combat everything that we're going to now see.
Yeah. And
we've maybe just not seen whatever it is that combats each thing technically, because obviously I would say we haven't seen what combats maybe the Man in Yellow, for instance.
I hope it's that fucking totem.
Well, it could be the totem because the
the
Man in Yellow is physically scared looking when they show the thing. That's why I think it actually maybe does hurt the monsters, but there's maybe something else to it potentially.
Yeah, like there's a barrier.
Maybe the talismans might be connected to it or something like that. Maybe there's a whole fucking wombo combo deal going on, where that stick defeats the nightmares. But the full stick, if you go full Megazord,
it's like you have to put it together.
You have to put all the bits together, right? And then you create the fucking Megazord stick, right? And then you jab them in the eye, and it might kill them potentially.
That should be hilarious.
Because the idea is when he gets stabbed, right? I would actually say it does actually look as if he is in some level of pain, but the idea is the kind of like, and it's not got the thing that kills me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's like a paper cut where it does hurt. Nobody's going to be like, oh, I can survive a paper cut. Everyone can, but it's still fucking.
But the man in yellow being scared, showing physical, well, I would say it was physically terrified of what the
for
fuck.
that actor though.
Like,
for that 10 out of 10, she is fully like.
So I think
producing like actually.
She's a good actress, to be fair. Like I hate
emotional
her,
side.
I hate her, but but I hate the character, not the actress. Like so there's like shit like that happening. Obviously, she then at one point goes and gets an egg, but it's an egg that had to be fertilized, which is why I think it's the whole, because it's all voodoo shit basically.
Yeah.
So it's the whole thing of a life for a life, and she brings back Kenny. Obviously, we're going off on like massive end point and working our way back, but I feel like a lot of the other thing was just chatter. So like I think we can like run through that in a minute. But she brings back Kenny and Roger.
Yeah, Roger, yeah.
And I think that was the whole thing. But I think Roger just comes back as Roger.
I'm agreeing, yeah. Right? I think it was.
I don't think it was like she recreates a monster or turns him into like the doll monster. I think it is just genuinely Roger. Doesn't have fucking eyes.
Yanks his mouth open.
Has a mouth all stitched up. Knows he probably died, right? Because I think it's the whole thing where you would pull the soul back kind of voodoo shit, where like he knows the last thing he saw was him getting his fucking throat ripped out, right? Yeah. So when he comes back, he's in fucking fear, and he stumbles up to the house, right?
Which is weird how he fucking knows what the house is.
I wouldn't be shocked if the two monsters just fucking lead him up. Possibly though, they could have just led him up.
Grab him by the hand. Because
the thing is, right, when Roger comes in through the door, right, if the other people didn't if the others didn't shut the door, right, and make sure the talisman's up, those two of the monsters come in.
Like kind of pissed me off that it's like the monster. I get that it's like the point is it might be like scary, but fucking come on, you knew he was going to that door. And you still took your time to get to the door. But again,
but also bear in mind as well that the man in yellow's in there, so there's also a chance that maybe they can't come in anyway. Because
like a fucking kind of.
Because if they kill everyone, they'd have to, in theory, kill that person. Or how the fuck did she escape? Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that would start to maybe unravel shit.
That's
also, although they're running out of time, maybe that's not the time for the massacre to happen. Because think about it this way, right? If the monsters just kill everybody, right, there's no really an additional level of fear attached to that, right? Whereas if what we're thinking, fucking Hunter Henry fucking turns psycho, right, and he shoots up the town, it might be this thing to bring the cycle back in place. The monsters don't necessarily have to be the ones that cultivate that. Like I think because in the previous life, in the previous pattern, there's been somebody that's just killed the town.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So I think to an extent that probably has to be Henry in this case. Right, let's quickly just think of anything else from the earlier part of the episode.
Yeah, because it was like so...
Because basically that bit, right?
They finally had a group meeting.
Aye, the group meeting is what
They'd
I wanted
done
to
it
talk about.
4 seasons, what, 7 episodes?
Aye.
And they've made the first meeting telling
finally
everyone.
They just started talking about everything. It actually felt perfect, and then that stupid veterinarian decides to be like, oh, maybe it's not real, and it's like, bitch, get the fuck out of this meeting. Like, god damn it. Obviously Hunter Henry comes in, right, and he's just fucking drunk all the time now. Can he handle the fact that he's just been told the truth? Like, that's clearly what it is.
Handle the truth.
And then you've got this whole fucking scenario where, like, I think the man in yellow is now fucking with him to get him to the stage of Boyd's wife level psycho. I think that's what it is. I think the
massacre.
What's it called? Like, I think the kind of like red herring was the blonde chick now, with her going psycho. Like, I think that's the red herring, which was going to just be like, oh, she's the one that's going to end up being the one that shoots up the town.
Oh,
the police chick.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's now the red herring because it just made it look as if it was going to happen. Now we're like, oh shit.
We had pre-connotation, or what's it, pre-notion of like fucking.
She's a bastard.
They're gonna shoot somebody.
It's like trigger happy bastards.
Like,
so like
that's a nice.
Don't shoot. But like, so I think like Boyd's got her fucking doing still all the investigation work. She brings the team to the basement and one team to the diner. The man in yellow goes to the diner. That's where the scene where you see him physically scared of this totem pole when Kenny and that bring it out kind of thing, and you're starting to be like, alright, hold the fucking bus, like,
Yeah,
because it
that
was genuine fear,
full fear.
which now means that I'm kind of like in the mindset of like, what is he going to do to suppress the information, basically, or is suppressing the information potentially just what he did this episode? Because he actually, if you think about it, he does a fucking bunch, right? Steals a chicken egg, right?
Oh my god.
He's starting to do the communication shit with Henry, and he's
Yeah.
now, so Henry now thinks he's actually waking up from the car crash,
He's in a dream.
and the
type
thing, and
coma.
yeah, and the thing with it was, the thing that's getting said to them all is, you're just in a dream, and when you wake up, you're out, you're out of the nightmare. So his whole thing was, I think the man in yellow was trying to get Henry to look as if he woke up, and then it looks as if Jade snapped him out of it and kept him in the dream.
Yeah.
So now he's going to start getting pissed with everybody, and now he's going to start thinking, oh, fucking Victor's in the outside world as well, because he sees his son. He hasn't seen his wife though, which I think will be the turning point. I think there's going to be a scenario where he wakes up from the car crash and she's also there, and that's what's going to get him to snap, because then he's just going to be convinced, oh, you never even left.
I hope
Like, that's what I think it is. I think it's just going to be, he was in a car crash. Because the thing is, well, the car crash that gets him into the realm doesn't necessarily have to be the car crash he had outside of the realm, in the sense of what he knows. He could have just had a car crash
like
talking to Tabitha, but it was actually Miranda, for instance, like that kind of shit. So I think there's still something to happen where he will finally snap at some point. He also drinks too much. The fucker's going through a bottle a day. I don't even know how they distill the amount he's going to be drinking, to be fair. So, like, there's like shit like that.
I hope that not that I hope. I want him to be the one that goes insane, like, and starts killing people. But I want it to be the kind of, at the end, or at least he clicks, I was wrong, because, like, they try to do that, what you're saying with Miranda, and he goes, no, I know
Something doesn't
disappeared that
make
day.
sense.
And that's
it's
when
going
he figures
because
fucked up.
because the man in yellow can probably only give details to something that you know, potentially, so then maybe something just doesn't add up. And maybe he snaps out of it, but then maybe he snaps out of it too late as well. Like, he's already committed the genocide kind of stuff.
Maybe he has to actually, like, like, the amount of, like, cycles has probably happened. He's seen hundreds of faces. At what point, like, he's in there now, he knows what Henry looks like, he knows what, like,
he knows what Miranda looks like as well, because he kills her.
Yeah, but remember how long ago that was?
Potentially, yeah.
So maybe it's just like, he's like, oh, that's just one person.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the fuck up where he's like, I can only show people that I know what they look like. I know their personality. And it'll be something that they'll try to say. Or...
I think something, yeah, I think you're on the right lines. Like, I think something will be what trips him up.
Aye.
But I think, like, he's basically thrown in dissent. I think Christie isn't doing a good job of now wanting to be some kind of rational thought.
I know.
But it kind of, like, in a weird way annoys me, because I'm sitting going, like, why the fuck now?
Yeah,
it's such,
the whole series should just be like, yeah, let's try this.
Yeah,
let's do this.
They've had like kind of the back and forth, but now she's like very sternly against it all.
Yeah,
and you're like, I don't know. You saw your fucking missus pretending she was chained up to a fucking wall at like 2 episodes back or something. Like, some stuff, I'm just like, listen, I think the element
at some point
of disbelief,
you just have to
you have to accept some
reality
stuff.
At the window at
you
that
need
point.
to know that yes, this realm will throw lies at you. But then you also need to be able to be like, well, let's still come with a plan with what we know as such. Like, I can get it though, the fucking tripping out over mushrooms is a bit of a hard sell, to be fair.
I mean, yeah.
But like, they do have this meeting, they start talking. Donna obviously is upstairs and she's recuperating and stuff like that. She's doing yoga. And then, realistically, the only other thing that really happens in the form of like talking is basically the meeting. And then Victor goes to the junkyard, basically with Tabitha and Ethan, and he finds the fucking bag of fucking teeth.
Yeah, which is
fucking mental. Because now because the thing as well is that another bookmark for why it's there? Like,
that's a fair point.
Because in a way, I'm thinking about it in the sense of, does he need a bookmark to get back to the car when he comes in? Or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's weird that he would leave. It was weird that he would leave a bag of teeth in a fucking junkyard car. That's the car he came in with, right? But when he leaves his suit, it's in the middle of the fucking woods. Like, it's in a point you just wouldn't. Like, they stumble across it, they don't find it. If you think about it, right? The teeth, though, they find the teeth, because they go looking for something that they know of.
I wonder though, is he only taking a single tooth or multiple? Cause
I think it was just one. I think it was just one
that's
he
a
takes
lot
one.
of killing.
Because he takes one from the pastor, I want to say.
Yeah.
So I think it's just one,
'Cause
but
that was a bag.
but that's a bag of teeth.
So like that's
right?
not like 10 or 20,
And
that's like a good 50
aye,
something.
and like I think that's the thing where it's like how many iterations is he doing this? Because he might take maybe a tooth for every time he comes into the place, so he knows how many
that'd be
times.
fucked.
Well, think about it, right? Every time he comes in to be the janitor, right?
Yeah.
He takes a tooth, so he knows how many times he's had to correct the timeline.
Hey, yeah.
Do you know that way, for instance? Because otherwise he'd probably go insane as well.
Being like,
such-
I did
because-
this fucking
So
job.
like I think it's something on those lines. Every time he comes in
Yeah.
via somebody or with somebody, right? Because the first time he comes in, he is the man in yellow. But you'll probably find the man in yellow probably picked him up, and he kills the man in yellow, like the original man in yellow, basically, and then wears his suit and shit, and then drives into town.
And then, yeah,
right?
aye.
Stuff like that. One of those teeth would be like that entry point, basically. For instance. Also, it means that potentially he has one tooth so that he can travel to every one of those timelines, potentially.
In case he needs to go back.
In case he needs to go back. Yeah. Or to be able to go back to remember information so he knows what information they're fucking with.
Yeah.
As such, like, oh, they now know this.
Yeah, and it's
So,
like,
but again, why has the bag of teeth in his car is a kind of weird one. It makes sense to put it in somewhere you would know. But also,
I think they said though, did they not? I don't know if it was Victor or if it was Boy, but they were like, yeah, we moved all the cars to this place.
yeah, all the
because
cars go to the junkyard because
yeah.
they need to do it the way because there's so many fucking cars
Yeah.
getting abandoned.
So like, it
Like-
makes sense to kind of hide something there that everyone throws shit away.
But I think
basically.
it's more But I think it's more the idea he could have picked any car, but he picks his car. Why didn't he just pick a fucking Volkswagen? Like, why didn't he pick Miranda's car? They didn't even look in it. She just has a vision of them driving into town.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. Like, I think, I get that it has to be there for, like, fucking the development of the plot, but at the same time, I'm also like, it could have been hidden.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why does it need to be there? Like, everything that it does always feels as if there has to be a need and not a want.
Like, I mean,
There's a need for it to be there.
I know
probably.
he's like a monster, but like maybe it's like just normal human behaviour of like, yeah, you've got
Potentially,
your.
yeah, that's just shit.
Yeah, it's like, I want to put it there because I've owned that, that's mine,
yeah.
I'll put it here. Not really thinking, oh, I hope nobody finds it type of thing. It's more of
Aye.
a, this is my space, this is
The only
mine.
yeah, so it's like shit like that. Like, try to think what else. So like, main talking points really was just the town meeting, them talking at the police station about the plan that we've kind of dived into with the whole weaknesses and shit. As such, I mean, we'll dive into that last wee bit at the end, I think.
Yeah.
And then, like, really, that's it. Like, they had like the wires and shit on the table, but I think that was just potentially like a fucking map of the town or something like that for potential. I think they were working out routes he could run.
Or maybe the caves,
No, well, maybe the caves as well.
because there was quite a lot
But,
of wires.
but I feel as if the wires all there wouldn't make sense because how would they know a top down of the map that fast? Because I've not spoke to half the people that know.
I mean, that's I think what they're setting it up for. 'cause it was
Potentially,
a
but
big
I wouldn't
table.
be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if they were just game planning routes he could run
Yeah.
as such,
I mean,
like as
yeah.
well. Because obviously when they then go to talk to Boyd with Ellis as such, like you kind of comes into the point of it's like, Boyd, you're not doing this.
Yeah.
You've got the shaky hands. You've got
For a small
you've
part,
got
I
the
thought
shaky
Ellis
shakes.
was going to actually do
So
something.
did that, to be fair.
Like, of
So-
course it was like Kenny, because we all love Kenny, I'm not going to lie.
Aye.
He's one of my favourite characters. But, like, I was expecting Ellis to be like, do you know what? This is...
Yeah,
like, I'll need to start
I
stepping up.
feel like he can't do it because he's got to protect Fatima,
Yeah.
whereas Kenny has nobody. So I feel like Kenny is like the kind of person who can step up because there's no one getting left behind at that point.
Yeah.
Whereas
He did kind of say that with the
like
second...
because if Ellis goes and does it and dies, Fatima's left by herself and she's building fucking golems and shit in the fucking attic. And if Boyd dies, the whole fucking town just falls apart.
Yeah.
But if Kenny dies, they cry and they put him in the cemetery. Like, so
Well,
I think
second
it's like-
cemetery.
Second cemetery. Aye. So,
The
like,
garden shed.
so it's like all that sort of shit is happening. The man in yellow had done a lot of fucking voodoo chat of the whole
Yeah,
episode.
he did a lot in the background.
He did a lot of Ankui chat basically
Yeah.
because it was all fucking in that kind of tone where you're like, oh, like I wonder if if they're actually legit speaking a real language or a real old dialect. I wonder if somebody's able to like fucking crack what he's saying.
Yeah.
Because how cool would that be if it is old dialect and somebody
Yeah.
knows it? Like, that would be cool. I'd be so on board with that being a thing. Subtitles did fuck all for us. It said chattering.
Yeah.
Didn't translate a fucking thing. But
I don't. When it comes to it, it's like I know everything's already kind of
written,
not magical, but like
fucked up.
not fantasy, but like I'm a bit kind of meh at having super demon powers. It just feels kind of weird.
But it's not really. It's just voodoo.
Yeah, but
It's basically just voodoo at this point.
everything else is like this is just fucking
But-
horror.
But all of that can still be like some form of ritual. Like that's what makes it. Like you have a ritual that makes that realm. So that all the stuff in it has to be done via rituals and shit. So that's what he's
Yeah.
doing.
It's not that it didn't fit in. It was just it felt weird to see it
Aye.
happen. Like
So far,
and
we also have to confirm. The other thing as well was Sarah also wanted to be the one to use the totem stick,
yeah,
for
I was
Boyd as
100%
well.
sure if
But-
she did it.
but
Was,
she's also under part A and B
Spell.
of compromised. Her and Henry are compromised. Obviously, Fatima wouldn't do it. Obviously, they don't fucking tell her, but she can't do it. But like, I think that was the vast majority of really everything.
I
as
think we
such,
can get
and
into
we can
it.
just get into the final scenes.
Yeah,
Yeah. So Kenny and Ellis basically say to Boyd, "Listen, we know about your condition. Now I'm convinced it's just Parkinson's. It's
I'm
what
gonna
he's
guess.
got.
I forgot they had his like his problem in the leg.
Yeah,
I
because he's
totally
got the bad
forgot.
leg. Because he's got the bad leg, and I think it is something on the lines of Parkinson's is what he's got, and it is a slow fucking burner, right? So like the
Yeah.
thing is, it's like over time it'll show up. The thing you've got to remember as well is right throughout season 1 to this season. I think if I'm right in saying this, and somebody could prove us wrong, I think it's only been like a 3-month window.
I think yeah,
It's something like that. It's like a fucking legitimate short period of time. So a condition like that, for instance, isn't going to go from fucking step A to C straight away. Like you're going to slowly see the things. As I say, so he shows with his hand shaking a lot. Do you want to know something that's even fucking funnier? Right, not Parkinson's, right? But do you want to know something that's actually crazy fun to think about now? Right? What happened a couple of episodes with a certain ring falling on the ground?
And now he's got it on him still.
No. It's not that he's wearing the ring, right? But his hand's always shaking. It's going to come loose. That's
So
why
I
the
think
ring falls. That's why the ring falls, and that's what bounces down the stairs. Because his hand shakes, and it's that hand. Because then he puts it in his pocket
That's
when
a
they were talking
very
for the
good
first time.
catch. That's,
Yeah,
I would
and
not
I'm
have
thinking
thought of
about it, right? There's going to be maybe some random point in that fucking house, right, where his hand is doing the jakey shakes, right, at his side, and the ring's just going to go loose, and that's what sets up the bookmark.
that.
Now that's what I'm convinced happens. I don't think somebody drops it. I think it's going to fall off his hand
Yeah.
because he's shaking so much. Like just in
Actually-
general, it was the first thing. It was one of the few things I thought about as such. But like, yeah, so he's basically like they come up to him. They just like listen because it's night time now. He's done the ring a ding ding, and
Yeah.
they're in the police station.
It's nice he still
And-
get that bell.
Yeah,
You don't
and,
see it
and
often.
basically like they're like you're too compromised to do this.
Yeah.
You're not the one. Now obviously, as we just previously said, like Ellis can't do it because he's got Fatima,
Yeah.
and if he dies, she dies basically. Like I think she would just fucking go
What's
outside.
Yeah.
Right. If Boyd dies, the whole town dies, I think. Because I think at this point, Boyd and Donna are basically the only things that keep anything fucking going.
And one's already in bed.
And one's already bedbound now, and the other is still trying to be the person on front.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're starting to do the shaky stuff, it's going to start coming down to being like less. It's going to more signs are going to become prevalent if they
Yeah.
don't solve things now, which also could actually be the whole you're running out of time.
Because if Boyd
Because
dies,
if Boyd
that's-
dies, everyone dies basically,
Yeah.
and he's running out of time now because his signs are going to start showing too much now,
People.
and
yeah,
then
people
people
pick
will
up.
lose confidence in him
Yeah.
because they'll be like, we can't have the guy with Parkinson's trying to like defend the town. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. That's a
Like-
shame actually.
It also, at some point as well, is going to bedbound him basically because there's going to be a point where he can't walk. So the whole thing is, I actually think that's what they're really talking about. The
They're gonna
time
give him the
running out isn't just about escaping anymore. It's about having the opportunity to escape.
They're gonna give him the fucking totem as a fucking walking stick.
It could be
Just
though, to be
stabs
fair. It could be. Like, and if he is Martin, for instance, no wonder that cunt never worked either. Like, so like it's so much going on now. But basically, yeah, they say Kenny has to be the one. They've already got the information off of Randall about the patterns and stuff that they take, which is also like why I think potentially they were talking about that with Jade and shit like that to work out patterns. Because he's the smart guy. He'll see the patterns and be like, well, you can take this and this way, like all the outs basically. As such as why I thought it wasn't the tunnels and it was more a plan for later in at that point.
Yeah.
And then they then say, well, Kenny's going to be one to come out. So Kenny leaves the police station, jabs up the milkman, who starts screaming his tits off.
Yeah.
And then after a wee second or two, just goes like, haha, gotcha, bitch. And like, then all of a sudden, all the monsters around. Stupidly, and I'm going to have to go back, I was trying to keep account of how many there was, because I'm really still trying to lock in this number. I think it was like 13 or something like that.
Well,
But
I will say, some keep showing...
some show up once and then some
Because,
disappear.
like, the granny is back.
Like,
Which
well,
is
that,
fine.
yeah, the
But
granny
did you
back, but she
remember-
wasn't there last time, yeah.
But there was also the lassie in the wedding dress now.
Yeah, but
Because
I
for a
think,
second I thought that
I'm
was...
sure we saw her this season.
I don't think it was this
I feel
season.
like
though.
it
I
may
think
be
it was,
last
like,
season.
all
Like,
the way back type of
there's
thing.
a couple, but I don't think it was too far back. No, I think we've seen her. I'm pretty sure we have actually seen her walking the town.
Right.
But it was like that. It was ones like that where I'm trying to get a real number because there is plenty of the monsters that we've seen from the previous first season that we genuinely don't see again, as such. So it's like this kind of weird one where it's like I'd like to just know what the fuck's going on with the number. Obviously, like there's potentially like even a the writers might have already said, well, the script changed.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have ever said that, and I'd need to like find it somewhere. But like obviously, like you're sitting going like, what
'Cause
the fuck?
At the
Like,
start, there was like
there was
hundreds.
loads.
Yeah.
There was loads of them, and now
Now-
there's not. Like now there's like a small set number.
yeah.
as
Recurring
such.
ones.
Yeah, there's now recurring cast rather than just loads of extras. But like, so Kenny goes out, does the stab. They then go, that doesn't actually work, and all the other monsters have all placed themselves up towards the doors,
Yeah. Which was very quick.
which is it's quick. But I think what it also was to say is, I wouldn't be shocked if they've been given the information to know to do
Oh
that.
yeah, they've
Because-
definitely been given information.
Because obviously, like fucking the man in yellow sees them with the stick and shit like that.
yeah.
And I think he might be able to communicate with them. Like, he might, the whole voodoo shit.
I wonder. Do you remember when we seen her walk behind, not Victor's dad, when he was going into the house?
Yeah.
I wonder if that was after she went to go talk to Boy, not
Maybe.
before.
Yeah,
And
because
that's
you
her
don't know.
going away
Because you don't. Yeah. Because when we see her walking
because
randomly.
it's coming from that direction from the police station.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things. Because obviously, everything just happens in a time of day. And you've only really got, if you think about it, like a 12-hour, not even 12 hours, you've got like an 8-hour period of things happening. So, like, yeah, I think, anytime we see things doesn't have to necessarily be in order.
Yeah.
For sure. And like, so obviously, like,
Cause-
so the monsters are all planked at the doors. Kenny's now not got a fucking route out other than to go to the bus.
Yeah.
He goes to the bus, goes to try shut it, and then the fucking smiler fucking stops the
Smiley
door from
shows
shut.
up. A
And
wee
then-
hand in
Yeah,
his fucking
and then it's the creepy smile and everything. Kenny like fucking goes through the top to stand on the bus. Smiley comes out and starts to say like, "Oh, your dad was a bit of a whimperer. Like,
Yeah.
how about you, wee man?" And then Fatima is seeing everything of this,
she's
but
seeing
she
it
says
through.
this in previous episodes. She says, "I can see exactly what he's
feeling
seeing."
him. Yeah.
They might be able to fucking use her, right? If she would fucking explain this though, right? They might be able to use her for him to be able to map out the fucking tunnels.
She just watches him go
Because
in.
she could just watch him and
That's
map out the tunnels.
amazing.
But I can't remember how much information towards that she's told people. I know she told... I can't remember if it was Elgin she told or it was Ellis. I know it was
Ellis,
somebody
yeah.
because she was talking about the whole fucking reason for the golem and shit.
Aye.
But they could map out the tunnels if he just walks about, depending on what they do.
I actually think that's an amazing idea.
Also, right, they could actually... I wish they had walkie-talkies or some shit. I can't remember if they do or not.
Yeah.
They could use her as a fucking beacon to be like, cunts down the street. Here's your hotspot. Here's your fucking hotspot Wi-Fi.
GPS
Yeah,
on the
here's your
monster.
GPS on one of the
Find
main
my
monsters.
monster.
Aye, findmymonster.com. Like, don't look at that up. That might be something dodgy. But like, yeah, there's like so much to that where I'm like, yeah. So she sees it all,
Yeah.
but the big fucking thing
Yeah.
was she takes control of him.
Yeah.
Even if it was for a short second, she does the whole yeah, right. And he fucking. Did you notice how his face contorted to something that looked slightly not actually his face either? Like, it didn't even feel like,
I think it was
when it reverted back a bit, it didn't even look like the smiley face.
I think
It
it was
actually
mostly
looked
just
like
because it
some-
was getting forced rather than him
I,
doing it.
no,
It's
I
like,
don't.
what
I
the
don't.
fuck
No,
is
I
this?
don't know. I felt like it was like a different face we were seeing, which could be a whole other thing. During that point where he stops, though, Coach Kenny full on fucking tackles the bastard off the bus.
It's fucking beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. It's just so
It was such
unexpected.
a fucking brilliant landing as well.
Because
Just
full force whacks into him, and you
Yep.
just see him going, whoa.
aye, full on. You can just tell that Smiley was a fucking nerd in school and
Yeah.
just took that fucking beating.
Yeah.
And then fucking Kenny jumps down, fucking gets the door shut, and there's obviously a talisman in there because
Yeah,
they've made
set
sure
it up
talismans are everywhere.
beforehand.
And now he's safe.
It's fuck-
And then obviously, like, the colony house gets attacked by Roger.
Yeah.
Roger gets stabbed through the back by Elgin with the talisman, fucking the totem pole, sorry.
Yeah.
Now, I'm still going to say it, right? I don't think the totem pole was like magically what kills Roger. I think it's just the idea of a life for a life, for instance, I think
Doesn't
is
stop a
what's...
hole.
Well, it's not that. I think what it is it's... The Man in Yellow doesn't bring him back as a monster. She
Yeah.
just brings life back into him.
Yeah.
So Roger's last fucking things that he saw before the buttons are put over his eyes
That's
was
fucking
a
thing,
monster
but
fucking putting his hand in his throat and ripping it out. He's now all stitched up, they can't talk.
Yeah.
He rips it off, right?
Did you see
And
it?
then because he rips it off, when you think about it, right, he ripped it off when his jaw was ripped off as well. So the stitches is what
filled
kept
in,
the
yeah.
jaw. So now he's trying to talk, right?
Yeah.
And he's trying to communicate. I think the monster's probably just like ping him up to the house.
Yeah.
Kind
I
of
mean,
thing.
technically, it didn't really hurt anyone other than pull a guy down the stairs, but
It pulls the guy down, and it
help
could
me
be like a
type,
help me, because you would probably be in sheer fucking panic.
Yeah.
Because you can't see, you can't talk, and you don't, and all you know is the monsters were about, sort of thing. So like everything could be fucking firing. He grabs her just because that's who he ends up grabbing onto, as such, and then Elgin fucking stabs him and it kills him because it's a big fucking totem pole through the fucking chest. I think that's what kills him. I don't think there's anything magical to do with it.
Yeah.
At all. Luckily, they also managed to shut the doors in time as well. To be fair,
Yeah, you've not annoyed me.
and she's upstairs, kind of like looking down at, but she didn't look necessarily pissed either. Like I don't know what the whole scenario was. She didn't feel too mad about the situation, but she
I
also
think it
felt
may just be a distraction.
it might have just been a distraction because of what was happening down.
Yeah, just in case he
In the
got to
village.
like running up there.
Aye.
That's this place covered.
Yeah, so like I think that was like
Because when I think about it, she's like, I don't want to be down there tonight when it's all happening.
yeah when it's all happening because she knows the
because there was
monsters
no
will be
way
all
of
the
them
doors.
maybe like, yeah,
Yeah. So,
So,
like,
yeah,
I
that
think
makes
she had
sense.
to be out of the way. And the whole thing with the colony house is just having that distraction as well.
yeah,
Is what I think. I think the whole thing was to set up. Because let's be honest, the whole setup was probably to be with the fact is she probably thinks that Boyd is who's going to go out. So you can't have the monsters getting distracted with shit to kill Boyd. They probably don't actually plan on it being Kenny.
aye.
I think that might be the thing that changed
because it was
on them.
last minute change.
Because it was a last minute change that nobody knew about other than Kenny and Ellis.
Yeah.
So I think she expects it to be Boyd, which is why they have all the other things in place as such. Because realistically, he's not running to any of those other houses either, which is why they fucking plank out all the doors. It's not really
did it really
necessary.
quickly, though.
It's not really necessarily to stop Kenny. It was to stop Boyd getting back to any of the houses
Yeah.
as such.
Nah, I agree.
But-
That's because I said that now makes more sense to me. Thinking when Thingy went to go see Miranda,
Yeah.
that was after, because that was her going to go tell them
Aye.
at that point.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah,
Aye, there's so much to it. But I think that was generally it for this episode.
Yeah.
Like, I think there was a lot. There was like last week's. There was a lot of chatting, but then I felt like
This
chatting felt
actually
as if
doing
it
something.
really was progressing everything.
Yeah.
Like, aye, this is what we needed from last episode. Also, just as a side note, can we fucking stop with the trailers though? Because fuckers. So do you want to know what was the spoiler in the trailer that
did you
fucking
see
got
it?
me again? Kenny on the fucking bus.
Did he tackle him?
No,
Oh.
but you see Kenny on the bus and smiling them all around him.
Oh.
That's the fucking trailer. Get that to fuck. We need to stop with these trailers. They
I
actually,
love that. I just don't look
like,
anything
my
online anymore.
My problem is I just get fucking hit with them at random points and I don't realise what I'm watching until it fucking happens. But it's always like the immediate thing. Kenny on the bus should not be. We don't need trailers. We don't need
I mean,
trailers.
yeah, for single
at
episodes,
all.
I don't get why.
Do you know what? Like,
Not
I just
even
think
previews.
in general previews can go fuck themselves because it's twice now in a row where it's done something pivotal to the fucking episode, and I'm trying to watch it being like, I knew the bus scene was at the end
Yeah.
because I was like, well, I know it can't happen at the start because they start talking about the plan.
Yeah.
I was like, oh cool, so I know Kenny's on the bus. I
Like
don't know
the
if he's
plan.
going to die or not, right? But here's the thing, like if I was somebody that was not as invested in this fucking show, right, that would put me off watching it. Because I'd be like, oh, the fucker, we Kenny dies. All right, cool.
Yep.
I'll catch up in a couple of weeks' time. I wouldn't need to watch it. I just think trailers can go
What
fuck
happened
themselves.
in The Walking Dead?
Aye,
Fucking...
trailers can just go fuck themselves. Does my tits in, and I need to stop fucking seeing any of the bastard things. It's so fucking
I
annoying.
love being off social media now.
I hate it.
Because it means I
hate
don't
it.
see
It's not even social media.
anything.
It's just on normal telly.
Oh,
It's
see, I
because
don't
it's
even
on
watch-
Sky.
Oh, is it?
Aye, it's just a Sky thing that fucking.
You're in walking, you're
blabs
like
it.
just throwing
It is
stuff at
generally
the TV.
work is why I get fucking spoiled.
That's
Like,
unreal.
it's fucking horrendous. But yeah, we need to stop with the trailers. Other than that, though, I'm actually going to give this episode a 5 out of 5.
I think I'm up there.
5 totem poles out of 5 totem poles this week.
They're getting 1 full star just because they had a group meeting.
You're only giving 1 star?
No,
Jesus,
1
that's
full
harsh.
star as in because they literally actually talked
Wait,
to
you're only giving
everyone.
1.5 star? What the
No,
fuck?
they're getting a whole 5 star, but 1
Oh,
full
that's
stars
fine.
is specifically for the group meeting.
Aye, that's fine. That's
Because, that's the first time everyone is on the same page now. Not with
Aye.
all the information, but with like a bunch.
It was with enough
start.
information that was relevant to like the whole concept and
Yeah.
stuff, which is why I was on board with it.
Because now they both set up going out. Somebody's go to the storage room, somebody's go to the basement. Let's start
Yeah,
working
let's start
together.
understanding everything.
All I wanted from the start. That
Yeah,
was
I
it.
think that's it as well. Like, because now we know that we're starting to really get to the end game of the season,
That's the thing,
and
yeah.
it's all starting to work. But yeah, I'm saying 5
Yeah.
out of 5 because
5
I
out of
actually
5.
really enjoyed that episode.
Yeah,
Even if the trailer did try to spoil again, like I actually did enjoy the episode a lot.
Aggie at 5, Coach Kenny tackles out of
5
5.
Kenny Coates tackles out of 5. Fuck am I adding that into the episode? But yeah, that was everything, everybody, for to and from episode 7. We will, assuming there's no hiatus again, we'll be back here next week for episode 8. See you later on, everyone.